your girl Treasure. I'm about to do my first video ever. It's gonna be a get to know me video. So let's get to it. I'm gonna be looking at notes off my phone. Alright, so my age, I am 21, legal enough to drive the boat. Hey, but if you grew up in my household, you've been driving the boat. Alright, so my major / classification. My major is criminal justice. I love the criminal justice field, mostly because I grew up in an urban neighborhood, so people have always had run-ins with the law. It's like, I've never personally had a run-in with the law, but I know people who have, and maybe that's why I suddenly became interested in it. But the more I looked into it and watched shows, I started taking classes about it in high school, I just knew this is a major for me. My classification is a junior. Yay, so I have one more year left, and then your girl is going to be walking across the stage with her degree, baby. Degreed up. Beauty and brains, that's me. Period. Okay, so am I in any clubs in school? Yes, I'm in 3 clubs. It takes up so much of my time. The clubs are so demanding. I'm on a PVAMU speech and debate team. I really love being on the debate team. I think it's my favorite club ever, for real. Mostly what I like about the debate team is it helps me sharpen my skills. It's an informative sport. It educates you, and then it's on a collegiate level, and I like that about it as well. And just because I'm on the debate team, it does not mean I like to argue. It means I like to persuade. Because usually I always have the best opinion on stuff. I'm always right. So I'll just persuade you so you can be on the right side instead of the wrong side. My career field. So what I plan on doing after undergrad, I want to go to law school. I'm definitely going to be going to a law school in Texas, where I'm from, because I love Texas. And also, with law, you can only practice law in the state that you got your law license in, and so it would be better if I plan on having my career in Texas for me to go to a law school in Texas, because if I go to a law school in Florida and they're telling me laws about Florida, but I plan on being a lawyer in Texas, it wouldn't be helpful to me. Where I'm from, I'm pretty sure y'all know, I'm from Texas, like Megan. Most embarrassed, and Beyonce. Most embarrassing moment. Okay, this is low-key a story time, so I gotta sit the phone down for this. When I was in high school, I was in the 10th grade, and I was on the track team, and I already had a nice body. I feel like I have a nice body right now, but it was this thing called a butt lifter that I had on, and I had been at the school for a month and a half. Nobody ever noticed, and people just people be checking me out, and I'm thinking I'm cute or whatever. So track was 7th period, and I do not know why I feel so stupid for this to this day. We literally get to change clothes, and I didn't take the butt lift off. I was feeling myself too much, and I had put on some tights, so my booty really was looking good. So we had to warm up and stuff, and everybody was laughing, and I'm like, what is everybody laughing at? And they low-key pointing at me, and I just knew everybody was laughing at me, but I didn't know why. Even though I know how to do that butt pad, I didn't even think about it. So the butt lift. So then this girl comes and was like, they want to know where you got your butt pad from. And I was like, first of all, it's not a butt pad, it's a butt lifter, and you can mind your business. So then this I was like, I've never been the type to stand down or let somebody talk to me any kind of way or whatever. So when it happened, I was just like, y'all killing everyone, y'all, but I got a problem with what I wear. That's y'all fault. So the other girl, she got mad. I guess this girl, she really been not liking me. So she was like, I got something to say, and then she just boom, and she just punched me in my face, and we had a fight. And you think they'll be over with after the end of that, but I had to go to school the next day, and everybody was laughing at me, talking about me having no butt pad. Somebody went to me and was like, you wear butt pads? You wear butt pads? And I was like, it was not a butt pad, it was a butt lifter. And people used to always try to play me about that. Every time I had any type of situation with somebody or share with somebody, that's the first thing they bring up. If you don't wear butt pads, and it's I didn't even have on a butt pad. It was a butt lifter. So that was my most embarrassing moment, and it was prolonged. Like, this happened at like the end of September, but it drug all the way on to Breast Cancer Awareness Month, to November, to December. Finally, January, people stopped talking about it. But I feel like if I went back to my old high school class reunion or something, people would still bring it up, because that was a school, that was a crab in the bucket school. They just hated on everybody. So, next question. If I'm single, I know I have the face of an angel. Unfortunately, I'm single. And people ask me if I get lonely. Hell yeah! I be so lonely, like, I'm not gonna lie. But I keep myself very, very busy. Like, very busy, so busy. Like I said, I'm in 3 clubs in school. Usually every year I take 6 to 5 classes. Like, I take no less than 15 hours. Like, literally this semester I was planning on taking 18 hours, but I ended up dropping the class because it was way too much. But I'm in school full time. I have a part-time job, and I'm in 3 clubs. And the debate team, it's like the entire weekend. We start our first debate on Friday from 8 a.m. all the way to 9 p.m. and then again Saturday by 10. So I try to keep myself real busy so I don't be too lonely. And also, I believe in the Bible, and the Bible says, like in Genesis, the 1st chapter, when Adam gets lonely, he says, I will make someone just for you. So I know right now God is probably preparing a man for me and making sure he well put together. And he probably making sure I'm well put together, because I know I have flaws. Sometimes I have a bad attitude. I don't like admitting when I'm wrong and things like that. So God gotta, humble me and get me to work on those things, so when the right man come along, he doesn't like leave me, because he like, girl, you got too much pride, or things like that. Or he's probably working on the guy I want, because I don't like nasty people, and if he doesn't clean about himself, that's gonna be a deal breaker for me. So I know, so whenever I do get too sad, I'll just start thinking like, you know what, God, I know I still have so many more goals to accomplish before you have to reveal my future husband to me, or my future husband has things to accomplish before you reveal his beautiful wife, me, to him. But honestly, Alright, y'all, so I had to start over and switch angles because I was having a camera malfunction. But we left off with if I'm single, if I'm lonely. I think I answered that for the most part. Longest relationship. I think when I feel like this doesn't count, but I guess it does count for something. When I was in like middle school, I was dating the same guy from like 7th grade, 8th grade to 9th grade, until I ran away from home to his house. Then the next week I found out that he had another girl pregnant. So like, does that really even count? Like, what? If I see him on the street, I would walk straight past him. So I guess that's my longest relationship. My favorite food, alright, I love soul food. I mean, I guess, I don't know if this is true with me being from Texas, with me being from the South, and it's like a Southern food, but I love smothered pork chops, rice and gravy with some candy yams on the side, with some macaroni and cheese, and some cornbread. Yes, I could eat that. I don't know why I'm still like so skinny, because I be eating. Something rare about me. Okay, so something rare about me, I have an eye disease called keratoconus. It's a rare eye disease called keratoconus. It's when your vision is distorted, but right now I have my contacts in. So my vision is fine with the contacts in, but there are special contacts called hard contacts, and they're actually expensive. And the surgery to stop it is like $20K an eye. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? But that concludes my get to know me video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, because I enjoyed sharing it. So what to expect from this channel. So this is going to be like an informative channel. I plan on talking about things that are important to me, and I want to hear other people's input. So things like female rappers and the messages that they send to our youth and our young women. Like right now, I feel like a thing within the rap industry is like sex, just so much sex and sexualizing yourself, and that's the only thing that a guy is good for. And I feel like there's terrible messages to send our young women, especially young women who are developing into themselves, getting to know themselves. Like, have something with substance. Tell them something positive. Like, that shouldn't be the only image and message that you send out to them. So I want to talk about things like that. I also want to discuss the culture of poverty. Alright, so also things I want to discuss is poverty within like the black community and creating more generations of it. Like, for example, you were a teen mom, then allow your daughter to be a teen mom and her daughter's daughter to be a teen mom, and how we celebrate and have gender reveals, and we should be like reprimanding them for those things, and nah, we shouldn't be celebrating things like that. I want to discuss that. I also want to discuss how we're not financially literate. And I feel like I'm probably gonna periodically saying the black community and referencing back to that, because that's how I grew up. I grew up within the black community. I grew up in a black family. I go to a black school, and not to say that my angle is only geared towards that, because like I said, I'm on the PBA speech and debate team, and we go to other colleges and debate them in PWIs, and I go to different events, and I try to be as diverse as possible, but I can speak best from this angle because this is where I grew up, things like that. So basically, it's going to be a lot of African American issues. I'm going to talk about voting and how we don't vote how we should, and then we get mad when racist people are in office. Well, we can't get mad because other racist people decided to exercise that First Amendment right and go and vote, and we didn't vote. So we can't be mad when laws that they pass affect us in a bad way. Like, for example, if your son gets 15 years for stealing something, that's actually impossible because something has to be like over $50. But whatever, if your son gets like extreme amount of time for a crime, but you had the opportunity to vote a judge in office and you didn't go and vote, and you could have voted someone who would be understanding and sympathetic, but instead you voted in this conservative, only one-sided view type of person. So I'm gonna discuss things like that and more. But if you could like, subscribe, and comment, because I would love to argue. Just kidding. Alright, bye YouTube.